Hey, what's up, YouTube boxing family? It is K right here. I'm back with another good video for y'all today. I just wanted to make a quick little video to talk about Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor fight and why I believe this fight should be a standard 12-round, 3-minute championship level bout. Why this means a lot for women's boxing. The reason why that I truly believe that this fight needs to be 3-minute rounds in a 12-round bout is because, one, this is a huge marquee fight for women's boxing, and two, Amanda Serrano is going to make history. Regardless if she wins or loses, but still, for a fight of this magnitude for women's boxing to grow, um, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor markets a lot of money being put on the table, where Amanda Serrano, she should be heavily entitled to fighting 3-minute, 12-round, championship, fights. And I think for this fight, there should be no excuse for Katie Taylor to not accept that. In which the reason why that I bring this up is because Amanda Serrano had brought it up just as recently to say that Katie Taylor, she should, agree to fight, a 12-rounder for 3 minutes because, a fight of this magnitude, promotes a lot of, attraction to the sport of female boxing. But as stupid as Katie Taylor was to respond back to it, to say that, oh, well, I don't need to fight 3-minute rounds and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, I'm just paraphrasing, but she said there's no reason to do that because, the attraction of this fight is already good enough. And she was just making like the typical dumbass excuses that any, hopeless fighter would say because she knows what Amanda Serrano will do to her in a late game situation. And she knows what the cost of that magnitude would be if she does lose to her in the championship level rounds versus in a 10 rounder. She's so used to it at that token. She's going to try to find any way possible to try to just run around in the ring and not try to go blow for blow with Amanda. And I think, honestly, this will be the fight where Katie Taylor will break and submit to Amanda Serrano. And I don't think Amanda Serrano is going to allow Katie Taylor to just run around the ring. She's good at cutting the ring off, number one. And number two, she has great body work on the body punches, so she could easily mix it up, make the fight into a dog fight, and she doesn't even need to, try to outbox Katie because Katie can't outbox Amanda, who's a glorified, pressure fighter. And I just think what she's going to bring to the table is just that Katie Taylor is not going to handle the magnitude of pressure coming from Serrano. And knowing that this fight is in technically Serrano's backyard, because, a lot of Puerto Ricans will show up, and I will be at that fight with my family, hopefully, for my birthday. And I hope Amanda does make history because, this is, that type of fight where, this is, going to show the best of the best female fighters to reset female boxing. So I think as far as what this fight brings for the sport of boxing, Amanda Serrano, brings a lot of development in her game to elevate herself to the next, level. And I don't think she's going to want to continue to box if she does get a win over Katie Taylor. But the thing is that Amanda Serrano knows what's at stake, but she wants to make a statement to have this fight be larger of a bigger magnitude, to have it, be fair on top of men's boxing, because, most diehard female boxing fans want to see women fight 3-minute rounds and fight the same amount of rounds as men. Am I right? Yeah, I am right. But the people that try to disagree to say, oh, well, females, they can't take punches as much as men, and that's why the rounds get reduced to 10 rounders in contender and championship bouts in 2 minutes because women, can't take that much damage compared to men. But my question to you is that didn't you sign up for the sport that you wanted to do? So if you're going to do boxing, you should be prepared in your own mental state of mind to know what you're going to expect, even if a fight goes 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. But don't sit here and try to tell me that women can't do the same amount of rounds as men because they have the higher capacity to do so. They have the dedication and the pride to do so. But obviously, I already know what the issue is. The issue is money. A lot of females are just too, how should I say, defensively resistant to not go 3 minute rounds because they know that the money's not there yet. So they're gonna keep taking advantage of just fighting 2 minute round bullshit fights that nobody doesn't want to continue to see. And I think for a fight of this magnitude, where both women are being paid good money, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor need to fight at 3 minute rounds. To hell with all this fucking 2 minute round bullshit. This is a championship level fight for Undisputed. At this magnitude, like, even if it was on like a big card, like an Errol Spence card or some big name, to have them become the co-main event, like, you would not want to pay your fucking money to go see two heavily talented women fight each other for 3 minute round or for 2 minute rounds for 10, yeah, for 10 rounds. That doesn't make any damn sense. But in closing, I think that should be the next step to make this fight a lot bigger. And let me know what you guys think inside the comment section. And I'll talk more about it later on tonight. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Shout out to Mighty LDBC. Bye.